Well, it's a beautiful day out there and school vacation week, so why not immerse yourself in nature at the Maine Wildlife Park in Gray?
Yeah, it's home to about 30 native Maine wildlife species, as well as gardens, nature trails, picnic areas, a museum, visitor center, and much more. Here to tell us all about it is the Assistant Superintendent of the park, Ben Barrett. Good morning, Ben. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, so the park officially opened for the season last week. Can you just talk about the excitement ahead of opening day and all the work that goes into getting the park ready?
Yeah, so a lot of excitement going into opening day. It's a long winter in Maine, and we have a very short window of time leading up until opening day to kind of prepare everything to open up the park with all the weather. So it's kind of a rush for the 3 weeks leading up to opening. April 15th is always our goal, so we're really excited to get there this year. So it's been really exciting to start to see groups of kids coming into the park and just sharing their excitement to see all of our animals.
Yeah. Tell us about, speaking of some of the animals, it was funny, we were talking about during commercial break, that one of the things that people that want to see a moose in the wild, if they've been here for a while, I still haven't seen a moose, they can go, we can always go to the Maine Wildlife Park and kind of make believe it's in the wild.
Yeah, exactly. You can swing by the Maine Wildlife Park, you'll always see a moose here. We've got Byron, he's our bull moose, he's about 12 years old, and he's just a very sweet, he loves to hang out by the front fence. So oftentimes you'll get a really good look at them.
That's amazing.
Yep.
And talk about some of the other species that you have that maybe people don't even realize.
Yeah, so all of the species in the park are historically or currently native to the state of Maine. So we also have a bald eagle, golden eagle, we have black bear, raccoon, skunk. The raccoons are an especially fun trio to watch right now. They love climbing around their enclosure. So folks have been having really fun time on that small mammal area. But we also have deer, turtles, painted turtles, spotted turtles, snapping turtle as well. And then we also have mountain lions, lynx, bobcat. So a lot of different animals and a lot of different animal groups at the park that are all really exciting to see.
What's the difference between a wildlife park and a zoo?
So
what do you think?
One of the big differences about the Maine Wildlife Park is that we are a sanctuary. So we provide homes to animals that are in need, animals that can't survive on their own in the wild. So that may be because they're injured, they may be human dependent because they were raised in captivity or kept as an illegal pet. So we provide homes for those animals and allow people a chance to get an up-close look. It also means that every now and then there'll be an empty enclosure in the park, which is something we like to celebrate. It just means that there's not currently an animal of that species in need of a home. So we always try to keep those enclosures prepared. If a groundhog or a porcupine happens to need a place to live, we'll be ready to take care of them for the rest of their lives.
Amazing. And in addition to all the animals, tell us more about all the other things that people can do at the park. You know, we talked about like hiking trails, the museum, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so we've got a museum for the Maine Warden Service, which is really excellent to see for the amazing work that they do. We also have education programs on Tuesdays and Thursdays each week for school groups. And then every day we also have keeper talks. So our wildlife keepers do a really fantastic job with all of our animals in the park. They have a lot of passion for the animals, and it really shows through our keeper talks, which are each day at 11 and 1. So they'll have a presentation based on the species that they're the primary caretaker for. So you get to learn a lot about that animal, its history in Maine, and then also some fun facts about the specific animal that's in our care.
And it's a big week for you because the kids are out of school and they can sweet talk mom and dad or grandpa and grandma or friends to bring them on up to Gray, huh?
Yep. Yeah, we definitely are really excited to see all the families. Our nature store is open as well, so we have some really neat souvenirs for children to take a look at and see if there's anything they'd like to bring home.
All right, is there anything new this season that people can look forward to? Any new animals or any new attractions or just what you're excited about?
So we do have some fun events coming up this season. We do have some new critters as well that we're excited about. We also have a new building project, construction that's been going on since last season. It's our office building, our gatehouse entrance, and our nature store. It's really going to have a fresh look to the park as you enter. So we're really excited to have that opening this summer. And walking into the park, you'll see new signage that we're working on putting up as well, new logo that's been designed that we really love. And then some events that'll come along after that are a chainsaw cutting event for carving up wood to make some neat art pieces. We also will have some types of art series that we're working on scheduling as well. As for critters, we've got a new opossum named Peanut, who's a really cute little bugger. So we're enjoying seeing him spending his first season out in his enclosure. The trio of raccoons that I mentioned are just a really fun group of raccoons to watch. They love climbing on the fence, hanging out in their hammock, taking a nap together. And then we also have a black vulture, which is a species that is relatively newer to Maine. As temperatures have been warming, their range is extended northwards. So it's now recognized as a vulture in Maine. So we'll have that on display in our raptor loop this season.
And vultures are such incredible
Oh
animals.
yeah, they're huge
Yes.
too. Hey, let's talk about maintenance. I mean, people walk in there and they see the bears, they see the raccoons, they see the deer and everything. But then when they leave, they have to understand that there's a lot of cleanup, feeding that needs to be done and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of cleanup and feeding. When you work with animals, it's 7 days a week, 365 days a year that we have to have staffing to take care of our animals. So it takes up a lot of time. When we're sorting through food for our black bears, they will consume up to 25 pounds of produce a day. So that's quite a bit of processing food, making sure there's no mold present on any of the berries, feeding them nothing that we wouldn't eat ourselves. So we work really hard with our animal care team and also our wildlife care interns, do a fantastic job helping with that. And then just maintenance of the grounds. We have a very small team with just several keepers and then one maintenance coordinator that really helps maintain all the grounds in the park. So volunteer groups are a huge support for that as well.
And can you just talk about the passes that you have available? I was looking online. Looks like you have day passes, season passes, and where people can get those.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. So you can get day passes or season passes at mainewildlifepark.com. So there's different options. There's bear and moose pass and mountain lion pass. Depending on your family size or what you're looking for, there's a type of pass that will meet your needs.
All right, starting this week and moving on, are you guys open every day or just on the weekends until summertime or what?
Yep, so we're open every single day, open 9:30 to 4:30. If you happen to enter the park before 4:30, you can stay and walk around and enjoy the animals still until 6 when the gates close. But every day of the week we'll be open.
I want to go meet Peanut, the possum.
I want to go see this bear eat 25 pounds of food. That sounds like what I eat per day on a cruise ship.
It actually makes me feel better
buffet.
about my eating habits.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so
and
much
good
for
luck with the
having me.
rest of the season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. And hey, we got one of the speakers happening, this morning at 11 a.m., right?
Yep, 11 a.m.
All
11
right,
and
so
1.
plenty of time
Yeah,
to
so
go
you got
check it
an
out.
hour and a half to get there.
All right.